Headbangers Ball continues now. Adam Curry's still with you, of course, in the studio from Death Angel. We have Andy and Mark. Hi, guys. Welcome.
Thank you.
Great being here. Official handshake.
I'll shake
There you go. There you go, man. This is only 2/5 of the band, right?
Yeah, exactly. The rest are kind of sleeping at the moment.
What, late night for them?
Very, very much so. We played last night in Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, Boston, huh? Now, you guys are all related, all 5 of you, right?
Yeah.
Because you're cousins, or what's the deal?
Yeah, we're all cousins.
So was this kind of like a family thing? You were at a family reunion and said, hey, let's form a band?
No, we went down the family tree. The family tree went,
Picked out the best players of each instrument. No, actually, it's just like a thing. It was never, when we were younger, let's get all cousins to form a band. It was more or less just, we hung around each other when we were young. And it's just the basic thing that any group of friends does. Let's form a band. Okay, you be this, and you be this. And it seems like some people did that, and we actually took instruments, took lessons at it, and boom.
So you all just divided the instruments up and said, you know, you'll do that, play that instrument. And,
well, we had an idea of what each person wanted to do. Like when we were growing up, we were just hanging out, listening to music and like Black Sabbath and AC/DC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we just started playing copies, and it just started to evolve, started to click.
Now you're still all under 21, right?
2 of us are now 21.
Okay, does that present a problem, you know, for gigs in certain bars or whatever?
No, the problem with age has never really affected where we've played. I mean, we've played overage shows for 21 and over. It's just the one thing that's kind of affected. It's not really any big thing. It's just kind of affected us a bit when a lot of people in press push so much on the age thing and they almost overlook the musical aspect, and that kind of gets to be down. When you hear this isn't much of a compliment when you hear, they're great for their age. You know,
yeah,
kind of,
right.
Oh, thank you.
You find a lot of people doing that?
Not so much anymore. It was more or less the first album where they really pressed that a lot.
When everyone was under 18 and stuff, but now it's like everyone's getting older, and I'm the only one in school now, so I'm just trying to deal with it.
Yeah. How are your grades, by the way?
I don't know, I haven't gotten my report card yet.
So speaking of albums, you have a new album out, which is Frolic Through the Park.
There you go.
Now, your first album was inspired, the title of the album was inspired by Clockwork Orange. How about Frolic Through the Park?
It's an older song of ours, and we just kind of brought it back from the, what would you say, vault, I guess, and we tied a new meaning to it, a deeper conceptual meaning to it. It's just a frolic through life. That's what the park represents.
In fact, we have the first video all lined up off of the album, which is Bored. What can you tell us about this video?
What do you want to say?
Well, it's a cool video.
Cool video. It was shot in San Francisco at the Kennel Club, and the street scenes, I guess the black and white scenes, were done on Haight Street, and that's where, right by Haight and Ashbury, and that's where, for all you trivia buffs know, that's where the hippie thing started. And this is the second version of it, so watch it.
Here comes Death Angel.
Better than the first.
Boom.
Bored. Headbangers Ball continues, still with us, well, for this hour, right? You guys are going to hang out.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We got Andy and Mark from Death Angel. On your album, you do a Kiss song.
Cold Gin.
Right, so obviously I'm trying to get into influences here. You know, there's some definite other things that you could kind of hear influences in your music. What would you say are the main ones?
Black Sabbath. Kiss, of course.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, Kiss has been like our idols since we were young. And like just old Judas Priest, old Maiden, Rush, the Gods, musicians of music, and just like other new stuff too, like Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Faith No More.
How about Megadeth, Metallica?
Oh yeah. Well,
that's another thing. They're great bands, and we listen to them both, but it's harder to say that they're an influence. It's nothing against them. I think they're great bands, but the way we look about it is what they've done or accomplished has already been done, and we feel a lot of bands limit themselves, especially this type of so-called genre or whatever you would like to say, by using those as your main influences. I mean, if those are your main influences, that's as far as you can go. I mean, it's already been done.
There were more of our influences at the very beginning for the Ultraviolence for the first album, but this album we're just trying to get out the musical progression that each individual has like had now, getting into it more.
Speaking of that, you guys have interesting rhythms in the songs. How do you go about doing this? Do you start with a drum track, for instance, or bass line, or guitar riff?
Well, Rob, he's not here right now, but he's the
where
main
is Rob, by the way?
Where is that Rob, you know? He's lagging, no.
He's the main songwriter, and he just has like a riff and he presents it to us and we just start jamming and just like it starts to flow from there. Mostly the songs that we've made on the new album Frog Through the Park have just been like just messing around.
Yeah,
and they
a lot
just
of spontaneity
sort of
behind it.
Yeah, it just sort of just clicked together.
Not bad for just messing around.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Feelings behind it though.
Exactly, it comes from here and not from the head.
All right, you guys are gonna hang out for a little bit longer.
Wouldn't dream of leaving.
We'll talk some more. Right now, Megadeth here with Wake Up Dead right here on the Headbangers Ball. Adam Curry still with you on the Headbangers Ball. With me, as you can see right now, Andy and Mark from Death Angel. These other guys are never going to make it, are they? We're just going to tell them what they missed out on, I guess.
Let's see. We're having the best time of your lives.
Whole lot of fun.
I mean, best time is a mere understatement for how much fun me and Andy are having right now. How about you, Adam?
Hey, I'm having a grand all the time. Now, what is next for you guys? I mean, you got this album out. You're going to promote this, obviously.
Yeah.
Road-wise?
Well, we started off in Europe first, and then we came through U.S., which we're doing about now, and we have about a little less than a month left, and then we go home for about 2 weeks, and then we tour the West Coast, and this is the headlining part, and then we get back, and then hopefully just link on a major support tour.
Hopefully.
Now, as we already, we don't really want to talk about age here, but
there we go.
What do you expect still to come for Death Angel? Because you have so much ahead of you.
Yeah, I feel like it's unpredictable. Yeah.
Just to go on and just make more music.
But always run forward.
And never look back?
Exactly. We can always look back and go, what's up?
Hey guys, I want to thank you very much for dropping by, and you're always welcome, you know that. And Headbangers Ball is going to continue now for you with, what were we, Def Leppard?
Def Leppard.
I mean, the question is, do you guys look in the mirror when you make love?
Often when I make love, I look in the mirror. Oh wait.
Maybe not. Here's Love Bites.